I thought that would be a better series. But as I said in Game 5, the Dodgers built this team to win multiple World Series. That is one of the best teams money can buy.
Yeah.
And they should have won. And they were favored from the very beginning of the season to win, and they did what they were supposed to do. So I think in many ways it's kind of the outcome everybody expected. No big surprise, no major upset. They were supposed to win. That's what you're supposed to do with a roster like that. Um, but the Yankees put up like no fight.
No.
The Padres were the best series they had. The Mets was a good series, but again, not a great series. And then they walked through the Yankees. So I mean, I think they proved what they knew and what everybody was kind of suspecting is that they were the better team. They were the best team in baseball. They should have been seen that way. The Yankees didn't show up. But I will go back to the Yankees. This is not the same organization from 25 years ago.
No.
This is they're not who they once were. The glory and pride of the Yankees is beginning to disappear. And
Yeah.
you got a lot of Yankees fans that when that series is over were questioning like, what are we now? What is the future of this franchise? You're going to roll the calendar over to 2025, and now there's one World Series in the last 24 years. That's not Yankees tradition,
No.
but it's becoming who they are.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. I mean, it seemed like the World Series was just too big of a moment for the New York Yankees. If you watch we'll start at their plate discipline. Their plate discipline throughout the first couple rounds of the series was incredible. They weren't chasing, they weren't flailing. Like they looked like a well-oiled machine at the plate. And then they got to the World Series and they were just swatting at flies the entire time, chasing bad pitches. Yes, they had that 11-run game. Whoop-de-doo.
They had
But
one good
the
night.
rest of the series, yeah, the rest of the series, they looked horrendous at the plate. But yeah, I agree with you. This is not the 90s and early 2000 Yankees, or even the franchise before that, going way back to the 30s if you want to. Like this isn't the same winning franchise, and I don't know what they need to do, but it does segue me into this next story that came out. Are the Yankees are most likely to use the club option for Boone? Is this the right move for the Yankees?
I mean, I don't know how you, as Brian Cashman or Hal Steinbrenner, look at your fans with a straight face and say, we believe that Aaron Boone is the right manager for this team after what you just saw. I just the way he mishandled game one, which I still blame Boone for that whole finish.
I do too.
The way he took Torres out, put Cabrera in, who's not a natural second baseman. He has trouble with the ball. You bring in Cortez, like coaching malpractice in game one. But to then watch the team implode in game five, and then you see those guys in the dugout after that inning, deflated, done. That dugout was dead the rest of the night, and Aaron Boone didn't say a word. He just stood there leaning against his post, watching it all unfold. And then for the rest of the game, just let them play like it was over. I think you have to let. I don't think you can bring him back. I don't think you can bring him back and feel good about it. I don't think you can bring him back and sell that to your fans. And I don't think if I'm Aaron Boone, I feel like I can come back after
Yeah.
that. I think he needs to go, and I think everybody would agree he needs to go. Will the Yankees bring him back? Maybe, because it's for some reason Cashman and Steinbrenner love him, but he's done nothing for you. He continues to come up short. He continues to make questionable calls. I do not know how you say yes, he is the manager of the future.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. A good manager plugs all the holes in the leaky boat, right? Like the boat's leaking. We can all see the boat's leaking. The manager plugs this hole, plugs another one, and keeps the morale of the squad up, right? That's what a good manager does. And you saw the look on his face. I mean, we said it when we were live, when he's walking out to the mound. First of all, it took him about a half hour to get from the dugout to the
Oh
mound.
yeah, that was the
And
slowest walk ever.
he just had this look on his face that was like, I don't want to be here right now.
What did Craig say? It looked like somebody kicked his dog or his dog died or something.
Yeah, yeah.
He looked sick to his stomach.
He did, and you can't, like, yeah, you're down in a hole. Like, I get it. You're getting your butts kicked in. But as a manager, you can't show that. You're the, like you said, the leader of this team. You cannot show any emotion. You have to be stoic the whole time. I'm not
Yep.
saying you have to be rah rah, like, let's go guys, pat every guy on the butt as they come back in, but like, you can't look like that.
But
You
there
can't
are
be like, well, the boat's going down, let's just go down.
Yeah, but I think there are situations where even if you're not a rah-rah guy, you need to be a rah-rah guy. Like
Right.
when everybody walks in after the fifth inning and you've imploded on national television in front of all your fans at your home ballpark, you're protecting your home turf that way. You have to be walking up and down that dugout being a rah-rah guy. You got to get the spirits back up. You got to get these guys feeling confident again, because what we saw the rest of the game was a team that was sleepwalking to the finish. They were dead. They were
Yeah.
done after the fifth inning.
Yeah.
And the energy was gone, the belief was gone, the confidence was gone, and Boone did nothing to respond. And that's why I think that if you go back and watch Game 5, what you'll see is the fact that Boone was basically just standing there manning his post, doing absolutely nothing more than that as they went down.
Yeah, and I agree. I don't think you should be looking forward to Boone coming back next year if he
Hell no.
does. Like, I don't, and we've said it for years that his in-game management is horrendous.
The
We've been
worst.
saying
Some
it
of the
for
worst
years.
I've seen.